I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth to me. It's now it occurred to me. Hell gon' burn like third degree. If you know your history, Jesus paid that purse for me, and he took that curse from me. If you think that's perjury, boy, you better learn to read. Ayy, me and my baby girl in one accord, call that double dutch. I've been walking with the Lord, can't be doing such and such. Wait, I took a minute, but now I'm back in it. If God isn't with it, I don't wanna visit. I went independent and started repenting and cut out that fake. I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk his way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, earth, 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 as in heaven on this.
Too many perks to being a child of God, I can't pop one. It's too many songs, not about the crown, I can't drop one. If God pull the trigger, something gon' happen, this ain't a pop gun. Gotta get the full picture when it come to life, I can't crop nothing. Okay, gotta pay my dues, I know he gon' reimburse me.
All right, what up, what up, what up? How you doing?
Some of y'all be too drunk off cloud, don't be thirsty.
Welcome in, welcome in. Happy April. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only
W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Let's get it, let's get it. Yes, sir. Z Gamer in the house. Oh, I see you. I see you. George VDM in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing well. Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, baby. We locked in. We ready. Only bands in the house. What up, what up? Stephen B in the building. James Thorough in the house. What up, Wokey? Yo, yo, what's up, Earl? What's good, what's good, what's good? How y'all feeling? Good to see you guys. FX Lore in the building. What up, 3 Ants? Dominic in the house. What's poppin', what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Oh, oh. Let's go. What up, Nate G? Nate G. Happy April, man. Cheers. Let it begin. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's get Zoom up in here. How y'all feeling? Let me just get organized. Rob Trades in the house. What up, Rob Trades? What up, Yanosh? All right, let's get the clubhouse involved in this party. Okay, cool. I think we're good. All right, here they come. Perfect. Cool. Let's run it. Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off. I'm shipping the mail off. Let's run it. How we doing? Mr. BTC is here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What up, C Melly? Yo, yo. How we doing? How we doing? Good to see y'all. OGH Clubhouse in the building. Let's run it. Let's run it. All right, let me just get organized here. Clubhouse got no music. What up, everyone? Welcome in. Welcome in. What up, Elijah? What up, Project Toro? DJ Scratches. YOLO Trader in the house. Yo, yo. All right, let's do this. Let's do it. My boy. All right. All right, cool. Well, we are good to go. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's start this thing. Let's start it up. Boom. All right. So how you guys doing? Welcome in. Happy April. It is a Tuesday. It is a brand new month. It is another month, right? Another opportunity, another 30 days of opportunity to go ahead and be patient and disciplined and write the check for our future, baby. Who's ready? Who's ready? Music's too loud. Let's lower it a little bit. Let's lower it up. All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome back to another New York session live stream. It is Tuesday, April 1st. And we're ready to get the party started. So let's go ahead and pray, and then we'll dive into the charts, see what's going on with the news, and get to business here today. All right, let's do it. Father in heaven, Lord, we just come to you in sheer gratitude, Lord. We thank you for all that you've done this year, Lord. We thank you. We don't ask you. We thank you because you've already made the promise to us. We thank you, Lord, for a prosperous future in April here of 2025, Lord. We are prepared on our end, Lord. So we thank you. We believe it. We've done the work. We know that faith with works equals miracles, Lord. So we thank you for the many, many miracles, Lord, that'll take place here in the hearts, the minds, the finances of those in attendance and those that are part of this community. I pray you bless them, Lord. Bless them this month, Lord. Allow their hard work to pay off. Allow them to see the plant begin to sprout, Lord. We know that it's breakthrough time, and we just give you the glory. We know that all things come from above. We know that wealth, Lord, is a blessing from the Lord. So we thank you for that blessing. We know that it comes without any toil, any struggle for it when we do it your way, Lord. So we thank you for guiding us to do it your way, and we just give you all the glory for the blessings that we shall receive here in April, Lord. We thank you, and we give you the glory. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The great carpenter of Nazareth, or Galilee, I should say, he said, only if ye believe, you can have all things. So let's believe here. I think this month is about belief. Will you believe your breakthrough is coming? Will you believe it? I believe it. I believe it. Will you believe it? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get started, and let's begin April here. Again, it is the first day of April. It is another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined, to respect ourselves, to respect our future, right? And to keep the 8-figure trader mindset, mentality in mind here, okay? So today is, again, April 1st. We've got some news coming in here at 9 a.m., but I think the major news is going to be coming in here at 10 a.m., right? There's going to be some red folder stuff coming in, ISM, PMI, all that good stuff. And that's pretty much it for today. We know that tomorrow we have ADP. Friday we have NFP. So we got some things going on. But today we've got some 10 a.m. stuff in front of us, and that is about it. So let's go ahead and dive into the charts. If you guys can, please give the stream a like, sub to the channel. If you're not in our Discord, you could join our free Discord. Let me close my office door, and we will get this breakdown going. All right, cool. Let's do it. Y'all ready to respect the plan this month? You guys ready to respect yourselves, respect your future? I hope so. That's why I'm showing up here every day, in hopes that there will be a handful that will take all this extremely serious and go ahead and change not only their lives but the lives of everyone around them. So that's the plan here for me, and let's go see what the plan is today on the charts. Let me just lower the music a little bit more and I think we're good to go. So Goldie, so this is gold here. We are continuing to move up as we talked about yesterday. It looks like we did create some sort of like support here, and we have just continued moving up. You also got a breakout with this candle closing above the range, and we've just been moving up for 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be our 4th day on the way to the tippy top here. So we've just been breaking all-time highs like it's like it's regular. So gold's just like, yeah, that's what I do. I just show up, I break all-time highs, and I just keep going. So we have not seen many signs of any sort of hesitation on the daily time frame, although this candle here is beginning to reject now. So Asian session, London session, we all spent moving up here, and now we're beginning to move down, right? So if we break that low, there is a pretty high chance that price may want to give us some sort of a bearish closure here today. Right now, I'm not bearish really until I see that closure, but I mean that's something that we may be able to anticipate happening with a pullback, right, coming back down into these ranges before gold wants to move back up. I believe we're getting some official word on tariffs today, right? And then also you've got ADP and non-farm payroll coming in later this week. So we got a big week ahead in terms of any sort of fundamental or outside influence coming in here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour, because the daily is rejecting. The 4-hour here is trying to move bearish, right? So we're trying to move bearish on the 4-hour. We did push down earlier. Looks like we pushed up, broke the highs, but now along with that daily time frame, you're beginning to come back down, possibly for a bottom wick. We'll see what it looks like on the lower time frame, right? We have some wicks here, we have some wicks here. We need to see, that's most likely a range on the lower time frame, so we have to identify that range. So we're going to go down to the 1-hour time frame here, and we're going to find it, right? So we got support sitting here, right? And all we're doing is going time frame to time frame, trying to identify the story, right? And then looking for familiar price action. So now on the 1-hour we have support, right? We also have a resistance here, right? Above that resistance we do have some wick rejections, but we also have a very clean range for price to move up if the daily candle wants to head north again, right? Now if we do start pushing down, you have okay range right below here. You got about, I think it's like 40 pips. Yeah, 48 pips of decently clean traffic. So we really want to see what's going to go down within this area. This is pretty much all like no trade zone. A lot of just choppiness going on here. As you can see, the same thing happened to the left, and we just have some rejections over here. So bit of a tough area that gold is currently in right now. So based off the 4-hour, right, we are technically bearish here. So I think if you start to get some closures, I mean, this one would have been nice, but you got no top wick on this candle here. So it all depends on what we do here. 1 hour also, if you close back above this 4-hour candle, it may have just wanted to come down, create a steeper lower wick, and then begin to move north again, right, and start moving bullish. So we got to be aware of that. You got a 1-hour closure, or the 1-hour candle just closed here. So yeah, we closed bearish. So I think we got to wait. There's no sells here for me. No sells off the 15-minute either. But yeah, maybe a 30 closure below, and that'll look pretty good. Other than that, you're just chopping around in this no trade range here for me, and we'll have to make our way out of it. Yeah, we'll have to make our way out. Based off the 1 hour, this is probably the cleanest range, right? Stay away from that red zone. Anything above there looks pretty clean to execute in, and then anything below is a bit choppy, but overall not that bad, right? I think that the best sells, the cleanest sells of the day are going to be below 31.47, but that's a pretty decent amount of range there. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Like 100 pips from current price action. So yeah, I'm gonna plant my stake right here, set up shop, and then we'll wait for some closures outside of this zone. Yeah, so buys do look clean above 31.61, and then sells look pretty good below 31.54. Not the greatest, but if the 4 hours starting to move bearish, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So that's it. You know, that's Goldie. A little bit of iffy price action here, but let's let things play out a little bit, and we'll go from there. Cool. So let's look at NQ here as well. Excuse me. I know the daily candle looked marvelous. So shifting over to NQ real quick, you have a support that has been formed yesterday, right? So yesterday we did end up closing bullish with this candle closure right here. If we look at the last two candles, we can see that this candle closed with no bottom wick, and this guy here has rejected the downside and closed, you know, pretty decent support level, especially with that rejection to the left. Now, my concern here is we already broke the highs. So if we already broke the highs, we shouldn't have any business coming back down to break these daily lows here. So that's pretty interesting, right? So we are moving into the NY session. I would expect that this is when today's daily candle will get moving here. And as you can see, we have a clean move up, right? If we do want to move up and kind of retrace some of that bearish move there. But I mean, if you re-break that low, there's a very high chance we'll move down, right, and fill that wick. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours trying to move bearish here, breaking through all the lows. You have support now sitting right here. You have resistance, yeah, maybe a fake out too, you know, maybe a little fake out here on the 4 hour. But all in all, it looks like we're trying to move bearish to me, right? So let's take a look at this 1 hour, what that looks like. You got pretty strong support sitting here. You also have resistance sitting here, and I think that's our range. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is it. So the buys are, so we got the 4 hour candle surrounded here on NQ, right, in this 1 hour / 30 minute range here. So buys look good above 19488. That would be our 4 hour candle flipping bullish after grabbing like a pack here. And then you got all that clean range to the left, and then sells aren't bad here below this wick. Yeah, not at all. It would be nice to see some sort of a new resistance form. So maybe like a little rejection like we got, and then something like this, and then a nice closure below. That would be good. So maybe we can get something like that and then take sells here on NQ. If not, I like the buys when we flip up and begin to break the highs. All right. So that's it. That's pretty much the day. The buys aren't too bad above here as well on NQ. That'll be the 1 hour breaking the highs there. So yeah, I like that too. Yeah, it won't be much happening on the 4 hour, but the 1 hour will be moving up, closing above resistance and all that good stuff. So, all right. Well, that's my day. That's my story, and I will be sticking to it too. Guru in the house. What up, Guru? What up, Stevie Mac? Good morning. Good morning, K Vila. What up, Cobra? All right, man. That's it. That's the day. Gold is, man. Looking choppy. Choppy right now. Why, Goldie? Why? What up, Kelvin? Buzzblab in the house. How you feeling, Buzzblab? How you feeling? All right, let's take a look at the clubhouse over here. What up, Jay Coop? What up, Zyper? A 15-minute on NQ. Yeah, it might be good here. The only thing is we're so bearish, bro. So bearish here on right? Potential 4 hour might continue down. So, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad on the 15. Maybe yeah, you should have maybe 830, something like that. If not 830, then maybe closures above. You still got plenty of clean range above there, so yeah, 82 pips. 320 points, man. I used to watch all these IG guys on futures talking about, yo, we made 150 points. I'm like, how though? How? But then I realized that points, like 150 points is 35 pips. 37 pips. I'm like, oh, okay. I get 150 points all the time. Oh, I thought these guys were catching some crazy moves. I'm like, what are they doing? Payouts coming next month. Let's go, DJ Scratches. You got this, bro. I think I should have a payout. My payout was requested on Friday, so I should have that coming in any day here. Gonna drop that video too. I just randomly made a video. I'm like, here you go. Here's the video. That was on Friday after we took that stupid losing trade too. Yeah, by the way, Friday, I think I said this yesterday. I think we could have avoided that trade on Friday. Yeah, looking back at it, I think I could have stayed out of that. What up, Jeremy? US 30. All right, we'll take a look. US 30, the Dow, the good old Dow. So US 30. So it looks like we did close bullish there on the daily time frame. 4 hour breaking through the lows here, so that's not too good for the bullish move. You do have clean traffic to the left when it comes to below 4 hour. You have clean traffic to the top here as well. You do have this other range here. So currently right now, I would say sells were clean below here. Right, but now that that move has already happened, you're kind of close to that support there. So I think the next range here would be, okay, can we close below 41,920, right? And if you can get that, then I think you got more clean range coming back down. So that's what I would say. Yeah, 30-minute looks pretty clean below there as well. Either that or wait for some sort of a pullback, right? If you can get a pullback back up towards these areas like 421, what is that? 42146. Then, you know, the sells can continue playing out from there, right? You catch a retracement here and then take a sell off that resistance if you want to keep the bearish bias here. Yeah, like that. It's either that or some sort of a sell below there. For me, that's what I would do. Good old US 30. Alright, well, we'll see what gold wants to do here. We got 8:15 coming up. Maybe we'll get a push up here on NQ. I did take buys last night in NQ, on NQ. Where were those buys taken? Right at the end of Asian session, we took them. Where was that? That was 30-minute time frame. Right here. So took these buys last night in Asian in the clubhouse. We kept a very tight stop loss, and this was our target. Looks something like that. So first trade of April. Called out in the clubhouse. That was the move. It was about 30 pips. 150 points. It was 150 points. And that was it. Yeah, that was the move. Yeah, I closed right wherever that 5 minute was struggling. Where was it? Yeah, right around there is just where I closed the whole trade. And then I just sat there and watched the town until London session. Yep. What a life. Alright, we'll see what NQ wants to do. I personally like the buys a little bit better above 406. So we'll see if we can get there. Yeah, so you're pretty clean here on NQ, man. You got nice range coming down, right, in this range here, and you got pretty decent clean traffic here. So these aren't bad. These are not bad ranges. They actually look cleaner than gold here today. I really wish we could say, okay, we'll do sells below here, but then you got all that support sitting there. You know what I mean? So I think below that support is going to be the safest bet here today. That guy TK is here. It's back to work, TK. Okay. Let's see. Went to bed for 10 minutes. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I did go to sleep for like an hour or two. Yeah, man, you guys dipped off in Asian like 3 minutes before the trade. You guys must have been tired. You guys must have been tired last night. How do I manage my account and drawdown? Yeah, just look for the next good position to take and get out of drawdown. It's actually pretty crazy. I haven't experienced much drawdown at all on any account this year. So it's actually been a little bit of drawdown, but nothing too crazy at all. Yeah, man, you know, drawdown or in profit, I mean, at the end of the day, all you could do is look for the next best setup. You know, scale into it as you may, based on your, on your size, and that's it. Yeah, we did take a loss in London. I actually, yeah. So, hey Nick, when was the last time you blew an account? So I blew an account like 3 weeks ago, but I also did lose one of my 150s in London today. Yeah, RIP. It's been with me since April. Oh man. Yeah, I just pulled a payout on it too. I actually pulled 3 payouts from that account. So I really don't mind it. That's my angle anyway. I don't really mind it. As long as the ROI is positive, I'm good to go. But yeah, I did take a payout. I didn't have much drawdown to play with, and it got hit in London. So yeah, RIP to that 150K. To the gods it goes. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I do appreciate that account. I had it since January or since December too. So it's tough to let that one go, but you gotta let them go. You know what I mean? You gotta let them go. Charts for stream? Yes. Let's take a look here. Charts for stream. Yeah, if you guys have any charts that you'd like to send in, you guys can send your charts in. I took these trades today. What could I have done better knowing that the bias was bullish? Let's take a look, my friend. Let's take a look. So, closure above. What time frame is this? This is a 30-minute time frame on gold. Yeah, I mean, nothing you could do. You know what I mean? I mean, you can lay off of it and just say, hey, you know what? We're kind of overextended with this candle. Maybe I'll wait for a better entry opportunity. But other than that, nothing you can do here. Bullish bias. You got candles that pushed all through that area. I was in this trade, so my entry was a little lower. It was down here on the other candle, but I was in that. If that was the London trade, I was in that one as well. It was a few minutes after London open. Let me see here. Yeah. Was that London open? I think so. Yeah, that was in I was in that trade. I was in these trades. Yeah, my entry was, what time frame is this? 15. So the 30-minute had a pretty clean entry. I was in from like down here. You know, I went into profits and all that, but I wasn't gonna move stops. We were breaking the highs. I felt really good about, yeah, that line that you have right there. That's basically where I was looking to close partials and all that stuff too. So that was the same exact trade that I took in London session tonight. Yeah, that was the trade. This one also, like, it closed with very little to no top wick, so that could have been a little bit of where the issue started. But yeah, we had no business going back down. That was wild. That was wild. We were looking so good, so good. You had this 1 hour low here. It was perfect. You had you know, some nice rejections here, but once you started breaking through there, I mean, we should have kept moving there. All the lows were respecting each other too. That was really nice, and yeah, everything was setting up for such a good trade there. I was a bit surprised that we moved down, but that's a good example of anything can happen. You know what I mean? Like, you can have all things line up. You could have all boxes checked off, and still you could take a loss. And that's where sizing into trades and all that stuff plays a major role into your trading, and knowing, you know, how to size in, how to size out, how to manage things. So yeah, this thing came out of nowhere, this bearish candle. Thank you, Gold. Appreciate it. But yeah, it looks like a few of you guys took this trade, and I like that. I like that you guys took this trade. Yeah, good trade. Good trade. All of us in the clubhouse, most of us in the clubhouse took that as well. I thought it was pretty solid. It was lining up for a money position too, man. Money, money. Was in the same trade? Yeah, look, a lot of you guys are in the same trade. Yeah, London came in to say April Fool's Day. Said not today. So yeah, if you guys took that trade, I thought that was a good playbook position. Congratulations. Win, lose, or draw. None of that. We know none of that matters. We know that we are the casino, right? So we'll get it right back. I just want to, you know, say good job at executing, right? We don't have control over the outcome. We just have control over the execution of it. So I like that. I like that you guys executed there. I executed there, and we'll take our loss, you know? We'll take it. What about the second one? Oh, I didn't see. Was there a second trade there? Hold on, let me go back. Same trade, right? You're just showing where you got out? Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's good. You managed risk really well there. Closed the position right there on the break of its own low. We never broke the previous candle high, so yeah, good job. W. What up, Cobra? Gold making us humble here? Yeah. You got to pay the fee early. You got to pay the fee early so we can get that away with and enjoy our month here. Yeah, that's what I was saying too, Matt. Yeah, a little 15-minute no top wick there. Yeah, those are the two trades I took. So I took, where is it? So basically I took the same exact trade as these guys. My entry was a little bit lower here on the, if you look at a different time frame, you'll see a flip of the candle. So I actually went up 21 pips in that trade. I mean, I was up like $500 or $600, but I really believe that this thing can move, man. So I didn't want to secure any profits there. I didn't want to move my stops, nothing. So yeah, I just stayed in there, took a loss on that, and then took a win in Asian session off of this NQ buy right here. Where is it? Hold on. How do I pop this out here? Yeah, right here. This trade right here. So this was NQ last night, Asian. So took that trade, and then took that gold trade in London. Yep. Do I trade my prop firm accounts heavier? No. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, depends on what the definition of heavy is. I mean, my 150Ks, I'll go like 5-6 contracts. My 100Ks, I'll go like 3 contracts. Yeah. Fortunately for me, I haven't ran into many like back-to-back like hits yet or anything like that. So I've been having a pretty good year with the prop firm stuff. Is there a PDF of the playbook? Yeah, there is. Yeah. Maybe someone can link it in the chat. If you withdraw from Top Step, your drawdown limit goes down. It does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, because if you, let's say you have 3K, right? Positive. Well, that's your account. You know what I mean? If you go back to 0, then you're done. So that 3K right there is your account. It is your drawdown. So if you end up taking, let's say, 1,500, right? Now you cut it in half. So technically you go back a little, right? 1,500 now, right? Because you put the other 1,500 in your pocket. So now you are even closer. So you got to keep that in mind. Any losses, any sort of drawdown, heavy drawdown after that could take the account. Yeah, as long as you know it, I mean, it's not a big deal, right? Once you have the skill set, you get the accounts back and all that. We know that, but just to keep that in mind. Daily drawdown. Daily drawdown, I think on Top Step is like 3,500 for 100K, 4,100 or something for 150. NQ nothing. Gold bitten us all. I think gold had to take a little money from all of us before we demolish April. What do you guys think? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with paying the fee before entry. You know what I mean? Oh wow, we're getting some volume here. Broke the lows there, starting to move up. 4 hour turned bullish. 4 hour turning rogue. 4 hours turning rogue on gold. Here it comes. Let me check out Zoom here. One sec. Johnny Gems. The man. How are you, John? How are you?
Howdy.
How are you?
I am amazing.
Happy
Blessed
April.
and highly favored. Happy April, brother. Good to see you.
Good to
How
see
you
you.
doing? How you
Amazing.
doing? What's good, bro?
Fantastic.
Lovely. What's up, chat? Happy New York session.
Excuse
It's
me.
another day to be unpatient and undisciplined to the trading plan.
Yep.
It's gonna be amazing. Haha, April Fools.
Our number one goal here is to be extremely as unprofitable as possible here today. We will try and blow each and every single account you guys have.
Yep.
It's going to be a marvelous big start to April here.
Let's over risk and over trade, and let's focus on losing.
Yeah. Let's focus on being undisciplined, and let's completely smash our non-negotiables. And when I say smash them, just smash them and don't even look at them anymore today.
Do it.
He said, say
Full
less.
margin. Full margin time, boys.
Yeah. Full margin time, boys. If there's going to be a day, it's going to be today.
Yeah, JK, yo, April Fools, bro. Chill.
I took
Let's go.
my first.
Ready to crush it.
Yeah, I think there was like $4,100 in the account, maybe 4,000. So on my 150s, I copied them for a while. I went up like $4,000. I took 2,000 from each of them. Went down back to 2,000. Again, I did something. And then I took like I think it was $900 payouts from both of them. And then just continue to build it back up from there. You know, built it back up to like 6,100. Then I took two $2,500 or $2,400 payouts Those are just for my 150s. I've also taken like 1500 a couple times for my 100Ks too. So I've actually had quite a bit of payouts this year so far. Yeah, some of our guys are up like 13 grand, 15 grand. One guy's up 22,000 for the year so far. I think I've taken maybe 11,000 from payouts. Yeah, I seen some posts in my Instagram. Yeah, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, go follow me on IG. But yeah, we had a bunch of traders pop in how much they made. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope to see. Goldie.
Bro, let's get this closures above, man.
Yeah, I mean, the best closure here is right here. Right, you got nice clean range moving up.
Yeah.
15-minute time
70
frame.
pips.
72 pips. Solid.
I'm feeling an amazing trade here today in the New York session.
Yeah, me too. I think gold needs to get back above here in order to really start running free.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just getting too jammed up everywhere here.
Yeah.
So I think once we get above here, 15-minute time frame, 70 pips of clean range moving up, that looks pretty good.
Yep. We got that loss out of the way too today in London session, so now we're ready to go on a tear for April.
The AI, Nick. AI programming, what happened? Who's up 22? We can't be saying no names like that, you know? I can't be letting y'all know everyone's financials. You know? Maybe they want to stay a little low key.
Just use it as inspiration and motivation and just focus on you. Remember, trading's a you versus you game, you know?
Yeah. 22K. Yeah, I hit 22K in March. I haven't taken all that in payouts though, so I can only take like half of that. So, but yeah, as the payouts come, as I get the trading days in, then I'll start taking them. Because you gotta wait 5 trading days every time. TK.
It's good. I like that from Top Step though. I mean, I didn't at first, but I like that, you know, keep some money in that account for a buffer and for even more capital to leverage. So I'm with that. That's how I be running the personal account. Keeping money in, taking money out.
Johnny Gem's qualifying for payouts too, and he ain't even taking them.
Yeah, nah.
He ain't even taking them.
Not yet, chap. Run it up. We gotta run it up a little bit more. For me at least.
What up, Luca? Yeah, if you guys are new to the clubhouse and you don't see my face on Zoom, let me see if I can actually. I don't think I can because YouTube's stealing my camera. Let me see here though. I never finagled this thing.
Oh, there you go.
Let me finagle it. Finagle it. Where's Zoom at? Hold on, John. You guys gonna not see John for a sec. Hold on. I'm wrapping my tail off. Nah. My camera's tied up in OBS.
Turn your camera on, bro.
It can't. It's tied up in OBS.
Damn, bro. I'm sick of seeing that logo now.
Hey, come to YouTube, gang. Come over to YouTube. Put YouTube on mute. That's the way the real ones do it. They got YouTube on mute. And they got the Clubhouse with volume because there's no delay in the Clubhouse at all. Like Zoom is just no delay at all. So I would use the volume from Zoom and I would use the imagery from YouTube.
Yeah, if you're not in both streams, what are you doing? Get in both streams.
Wait, I don't see how you can split the camera though. Is that in Zoom or OBS?
Both streams are running, yes sir. What's up, Stephen B? What's up, Bands Counted Up? It's good, boys.
1 hour breakout on gold. Yeah, I like so you got the 1 hour breakout. I think I like the 15-minute closure above here a lot better than just like the 1 hour breakout, because the 1 hour breakout is sitting right here, right? But then you also have a lot of stuff happen on the 15 and 30. See what I mean? So you got a lot of rejection there. So I think if we can get above 3165.9 here on the 15-minute chart, that would be awesome. And that would be great, because if we do get some sort of a 1 hour closure above, right, and then now the 1 hour may look to create a bottom wick. So if that 1 hour can create a bottom wick, let's say it pushes down here, right, we get maybe another little push down, and then you get a closure above at like 9:15, then that right there would set things up to look like a pretty solid trade. Targets are up here, nice clean range ahead, bottom wick, and then adios amigo. Oh, there's an app. Okay, I'll have to look into it after the stream. It's called SplitCam. Cool, man. Thank you. I'll take a look at it. Sebastian, you would have that. You would.
Sebastian, I love that, bro.
What a G. He said, yeah, Zoom volume comes first. Only bands.
That's a fact.
Hey, if you guys are not in our free Discord, you guys are more than welcome to come in, join the Discord. It's completely free. We got to get the Discord popping again here, right? I mean, it's the Clubhouse Discord is popping, but we got to get the Discord popping. You know what I mean? There's a lot of cool rooms in here and good opportunities for traders. Let's see what we got. I haven't opened this channel up much yet. Another one here. Congratulations. Wanted to reach out and say that we are impressed with how well you're trading in your XFA. Yep, we got a lot of people getting those messages. But we do have a bunch of different rooms in here. We got some crypto talk. We got desk setups. If you guys have a cool desk setup, share with us your battle station. We love to see where you battle from every day. Yeah, send it through. Love to take a look. I don't think I've done one from my new office yet. So yeah, we'll have to take a new picture. We got food picks, right? We are called Time to Eat Trading. So if you guys are grubbing, let's see what you guys are grubbing on here. You got the book club. If you guys are reading any good books, share them with the group. Books and reading and all that great stuff has really changed my mentality over the years. I think reading is an incredible habit to take in and start to do. Yeah, what else? The Mod Squad channel, can't open that one up for you. We got the WAP stuff, can't open that one for you, but we got Asian session here. So if you guys are trading Asian session all alone, come in, talk with some traders in here. We got London session as well. So if you're not in the clubhouse, but you still want to hang out with some traders during these sessions, you can come into Asian, London, New York, have a good time in here. I know it can get lonely. Trade of the day is something that we'll probably start to do again. Yeah, this is when Scott was basically reviewing every one of my trades. So every one of my trades were getting broken down, very simple form, very easy to follow, understand the moves. If you guys are trying to understand my system and all that and how I trade, I would highly recommend going into this trade of the day channel in the Discord and kind of reviewing these trades. All the trades are in there, win, lose, whatever, they're all in there. They're all explained really well. But great channel to go ahead and pull some knowledge from. Charts for stream. If you guys have any questions or if you guys want to send any charts in to get reviewed, send your charts in here. We'll take a look at them. Mental performance channel is also always hitting. Obviously, you got some really good input here from Rafi. Sometimes he'll come in and recap his webinars and all that good stuff. So that's money. Testimonial channel. I'll have to take a peek in here.
That's fire.
Clubhouse profits. I'm just saying. I don't want to really bore you with this,
Don't brag
but oh my
Brag it
god,
too much.
oh my god,
That's a lot of green.
Oh man, I just keep moving up. A lot of
was that,
payouts
$10,000
here,
worth?
a lot of green. So Clubhouse has been eating well. But, you know, I don't want to bore you with this channel here. It's only people making thousands of dollars and pulling thousands of dollars from the markets, getting a better understanding on what they're actually doing with their trading, developing more confidence in themselves as a trader, and actually being able to provide for their family through this vehicle. But anyway, you know, skip over that one.
Savages.
Any sort of, oh yeah, so then if you join the Clubhouse here, right, then this is where you get all access to all the good stuff. Any announcements, stream schedule, an analysis, the chat room here. There's a separate charts for stream type of channel here for the Clubhouse. Zoom links get sent out here. Webinars here. All the webinar recordings are sitting in here. Any webinar requests come in here. So if you guys have anything you want to request for me to go over on like a Saturday morning webinar, that's where you can place that, and we'll be sure to touch on that topic. So come join our free Discord, and if you want to get in the Clubhouse access, join the Clubhouse. But yeah, we're cooking. We are cooking.
We're gonna keep cooking.
Yeah, send us your desk setups too. Would love to see where you guys are trading from. Would love to see where you're trading from. Please run the likes up. Yeah, this looks good, man. If you can get a bearish closure here on gold and then a bullish closure back above, I'm going to be down for the longs here today.
I'll with that.
So something like this would be ideally what I'm looking for. And then again, you got that clean range, 70 pips of clean traffic. We should be good to go.
That would be amazing. That would like time out perfectly for 9:30, 9:15.
Yeah, 9:15, 9:30 I think would be the play.
Sounds about right.
Can we sell now to make monthly bottom wick? Let me see here. Monthly bottom wick, eh? I wasn't even looking at the monthly here. Nah, I think the monthly bottom wicks, I mean, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like really big, but I think it's fine. I'm not really paying attention much to that in this, like, because I'm only looking for a 30-minute candle here. You know, so I wanna basically take advantage of one 30-minute candle that looks something like this candle. Right? Or even like something like this candle. So I'm really not too concerned about what's going to happen on the weekly right now. I just want to see, are we going to close above and can we fill that range? And if we can, I'm going to go ahead and make like 1,000, 1,500, maybe 2,000 today. And that's my only concern really. Yeah, the weekly bottom wick I think is in place. I think it's part of this candle here. But I mean, it's not the greatest. I mean, I'm sorry, the monthly bottom wick. But it is there. I would expect some sort of a pullback here, by the way. Like, look at the monthly time frame. So I would expect the monthly here to maybe break the lows and start pushing down at some point. But it's only the first day of the month here. So I don't know if, you know, that might not happen today. Who's ever known that these little dots, they're news events? Anyone never know that? Those little dots right there. Those are all news events.
Wow, that's crazy.
I got y'all. I got y'all. I'm here to mentor you.
Learn something new every day. Facts. Facts, bands count it up. Oh, damn, really, Daniel? Okay.
Friday the 11th of April, I will not be here. There won't be a YouTube live stream. Clubhouse will be good to go, but I will be out golfing with Mr. V. So, and some of the crew over there. So I'm going to be spending some time with my mentor on Thursday night into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that weekend. So I'm ready to get some knowledge, some wisdom, and bring it all right back here.
Please do, bro. Please do.
I will. What do I use to draw the line so effortlessly? I use Zoom. Zoom. Anyone gonna be running the New York sesh? Oh yeah, of course. Johnny Gems, Magnus, the boys. You know the boys will be here.
We'll be cooking.
Dylan?
Yeah, we'll be eating.
Dylan's gonna get his appearance as the streamer.
Dylan will be running the
Dylan,
New
you
York
wanna
live
run
stream
it on the 11th?
Friday.
We need a little substitute. Who wants to step up?
Thanks, bro. I'm trying to go golfing with Mr. V and Nick myself.
TTE Unite on the buys. Come on, we can push the market in our virtual combine accounts, our virtual XFAs. We can surely make a big dent in the market here today.
There you go, Conrad.
I've been doing this too long to do it wrong. Is that how you want me to say it, Green? I've been doing this too long to do it wrong. How was that? I've been doing this too long to do it wrong. Was that good? I've been doing
Yeah, TK.
All right, perfect. Step
TK,
1,
bro.
bearish candle in place. Step 2, we need bullish candle in place. Step 3, lower wick. Step 4, enter, cross your fingers, and hope for the best. So step 1 is
full
done,
margin.
but we still have a few steps.
Yeah, TK, damn, bro. I'm gonna pull up as a substitute teacher doing attendance and stuff. Like,
Making sure everyone's here. No horsing around. That Nick isn't here today. I say you guys let the mics go hot on that day, even during the New York stream.
hey, we will.
Just have fun.
Of course, always having fun.
We've been doing hot mics here and there in Asian Sesh. I turned your mics on last night, gang, but none of y'all said anything. I was shocked.
Wow.
Usually we have
Let's
at
run
least
it.
one guy that comes in like, yeah, there's been an overhaul and see over here on Bruceby Downs. It's a gunshot victim, and we don't know where the gun is. You hear some crazy nonsense on the news. I'm like, yo, who's watching Channel 12 News right now? Let's go, turn that down.
Channel 12. Hudson Valley News.
Hudson Valley weather. It's like, yo, it's the live stream. Cut the news off.
Most boring news channel ever, bro. Rockland County News Channel, man. Super boring.
We had a man fall from the sidewalk today. He scraped his knee. He's going to be all right, though. Paramedics say everything is all good. They put a Band-Aid on him, and he was able to walk away. Back to you, Marv. Okay. A lot of violence happening in the upper east side of Rockland County today.
Marv, bro. If his name is Marv, they're
Apparently
definitely changing
someone
his name.
was riding their bike on the sidewalk, came a little bit too close to Mr. Jefferson. He fell off the sidewalk, twisting his ankle and scraping his knee pretty badly. But as paramedics arrived, he was in good condition and just needed a Band-Aid. Okay. Marv? Yeah,
That
Marv.
news
Don't sleep
or-
on Marv. Hey, if
Is
I
that
ever stop
news or
live
a
streaming,
statement?
I'm going to start live streaming the weather.
Nah, bro. Your trading should be equivalent to the news. Should be super boring.
True. You should have to crack jokes just to make it entertaining about random stuff that happens in the news.
Word, bro.
Oh, I forgot to get Johnny Gems back on here for y'all. There we go. There he is.
It's all good. What's up, everyone?
What's up? Monthly bottom wick.
Green.
Yep. Yeah. The lower wick, the logic behind the lower wick is pretty simple. Most candles, what they're going to do is they're going to make higher highs and higher lows like this. So those wicks represent those higher highs and higher lows, right? So just like a market trending would make, if it was trending up, it would make higher highs and higher lows. Same thing with candles. You know, they're going to make a high, make a low, make a high, make a low, make a high, right? And typically when you do break things, right, you end up shifting, right? You change market structure. It's no different with the candlesticks, right? So as you, let's say you have another candle that looks like this, where we actually never made a new high, right? All of a sudden we break the lows, most likely you're going to get a shift, right, in direction. And then that's typically, you know, how the candlesticks work as well. Yeah, these are also good because we'll use them to manage risk, right? So when you have, let's say, this situation going on here, right, you can take the trade and have something like this, right? And you can keep your stops below that previous low. And let's say you're aiming for, I don't know, maybe this area up here, right? And price doesn't get there. Well, you can start to manage your trade a little bit better now, because let's say as price comes back to your entry, you can maybe close 50% of your position, right? 50%. And then what you can do is you can move your stop up, right, to that previous low, because we shouldn't have broken this high and then come down and re-break our own low, right? So if we're coming back to break even, we should start to manage that a little bit. So now, let's say you were originally risking like 1,000, right? Now, if you cut half of it here and then move the stop from here to the current one, you now cut another half, right? So now you, instead of losing 1,000, you probably lose something like 250, right? If that next wick gets hit there. So yeah, it helps managing, and it also helps us see the trend.
Yeah. It's basically like a liquidity wick. Like it's just like a wick that's gonna grab power to it's grabbing power to continue in that like to continue moving in that direction.
Not the sidewalk.
Like, yeah.
Is it Raja bank strategy? No way. I made this strategy up. It's the Nick Stewart. Nah, of course. I stole pretty much 90% of this from Raja. Yeah, I haven't made any of this up at all. So I can't credit this playbook. I could just credit myself to like trading it well. That's it. Other than that, I mean, a couple little nuances, right, over just my time spent in the market. I've developed my own little swagger to it. But other than that, I mean, 90% of this I have to give all credit to Raja. You know what I mean? He sample sized that for like 6 years before I even came around. So I haven't made any of this up. Yeah, I just been a good executor of the playbook. That's it.
Just trust in the probabilities.
Yeah. I know a lot of traders that come on here and, you know, pop their chest out and, you know, I made all this up and I made that up. And I'll be honest, I didn't make any of it up. I saw someone walking through the minefield and I followed that dude. Right? That's it. NQ, let's take a look. Yeah, NQ buys above 19,406. Yes, same plan. Same stuff. Let's see if we can get a 1 hour fake out here. Johnny Gems.
Yo.
I'm in buys off the 15-minute celery play. Which one? 15-minute celery. This one down here. I'm a little scared the way price is not pushing. I thought you said monthly bottom wick. Why we're not going up? Because we have a resistance right here. Like I said, until you break free of here, you're going to struggle. You're gonna struggle on gold. You know, that's what we talked about in the beginning of the stream. Doom, doom, doom. Is there a chance for gold to go down? Absolutely. 50-50. Price could either go, actually, yeah, price could either go up or down here. So 50-50. If one has one account for Topstep 50K, should he join the clubhouse? Yes. Yes.
Hell yeah.
I don't see why not. I don't see why one wouldn't want to join the clubhouse. It's lit.
Even if you're profitable, like, I'm still joining the clubhouse. Like, it's the community that's more so the big thing for me.
NQ, you'll very rarely see me take a trade here before 9:30 on NQ, especially if we don't close above that, especially if I don't see that 1 hour flipping bullish.
Yo, Harsh, bro, we can trade our 50K accounts together, man.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Pull up, pull up.
Well, just because a monthly candle has a bottom wick doesn't mean that, you know, gold's gonna move up in the next 15 minutes, right? You have a major resistance sitting right here. You also, where is it? You also have a major area right here. So until you get above, right? It's all about what zone do you want to trade today? So like, could we start pushing up from, let's say, here? Of course. But do I want to trade within this premise right here? No, I don't. Right? So I will let buys go purposely in this range, and I will solely focus on the range up here, right? So everything changed for me when I realized I didn't have to just take a trade on any point of the chart. I can actually define what grounds I want to trade in today, where I want to take money from the markets. And that changed everything for me, because now anything that happens in here does not concern me whatsoever. I don't even care. I don't care what the candles are. It doesn't matter. There's nothing happening right now in my eyes, right? Until we actually get above and we close above the range, that's when my sensors are going to go off. You know what I mean? That's when my alerts are going to go off. That's when I'm going to begin to sit up a little bit and focus on a potential trade here. Until then, I can care less what price does in there. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the monthly wick's made, daily wick's made, 4 hour. It doesn't even matter if the 4 hours flipping, breaking the high right here. I will not execute until the closure takes place, and then I'll look to take advantage of that range. Yeah, you guys do know you can pick the spots in which you want to pull money from every day, right? You can actually pick the territory in which you want to trade. That's why every single day I show you my territory, right? I usually show, hey, you know, this is going to be a no trade zone, and this is going to be a trading zone. And basically what I'm saying is I'm not taking anything in this territory here. I'm picking my territory on the day, and that's where I'm going to work. And it's nice. It's nice because now I don't have to worry and think about everything going on here. I already know. I already have my, if this happens, then I do that. So I already know what that is. We need a bearish closure, which is good. It's in place. And now we need a bullish closure above in 3 minutes. And if we can't get that in 3 minutes, then we have to wait another 15 minutes, right? For the new 1 hour candle and all that stuff to come about. And if the 1 hour close is bullish like this, I would expect a nice lower wick, right? And then a move up. So what will that tend to look like on the 15 minute? Maybe another like slight push down, right? And then a closure back above the range. And then I'll take my buys. And that one I could be happy if I took a loss, because I know that that's a good trade, right? So I don't want to take trades where I'm going to potentially lose, and I'm going to be thinking to myself, why would I take that trade? That doesn't line up with what I do, right? So you gotta stick to the plan, stick to the rules.
Yep.
Stick to what keeps you profitable. I mean, it's that simple. I said it the other day, don't take it the wrong way, but I probably trade 10 times less than you and make 10 times more than you. Right? Because I'm picky. I know what territory I want. I know what setups I want. I know what entries I want, and I don't deviate from that. You know what I mean? Very rarely can the market sway me into breaking the plan. The no trade range is a game changer. Yeah, it really is.
Absolutely.
Because I used to take trades based off of trend line and moving average and Fibonacci and things like that, but now I just trade when the range is open. So as you guys know, I have a few different kind of boxes to check off, right? So the first one is, do we even have a playbook setup? So playbook setup needs to be there. Do we have clean traffic to the left, right? Clean traffic to the left has to be there. Do we have volume coming in, right? The volume's got to be there. And do we have the higher time frame bias on our side? And that's got to be there, right? And if those are all there, then I will look to execute on a trade, right? But these have to get checked. So if we can get this, right? If we can get this candle to close above, well, then we have this nice breakout position. So we have the playbook. Do we have clean traffic to the left? Well, if we look left, it looks pretty damn clean to me for about 70 pips. So we have the clean traffic. Do we have the volume, right? I think the volume will be coming in around 9:15 here, especially during 9:30. So we'll have volume coming in. Yep. And then do we have the higher time frame on our side, right? So let's take a look at the higher time frame. 4 hours is trying to close bullish here. Moving on up, we broke the 4 hour highs. The daily is also moving bullish, so we do have the higher time frame on our side. So the only thing we're waiting on right now is the playbook setup, which in this case will most likely be onion / breakout, right? So we haven't had the closure above yet, but once we do, it'll be game time. It's very simple, right? When you live by a set of rules, it's either there or it isn't. There's no wishy-washy decision making on the trader's end. It's either clearly there or it's clearly not, right? You're either pregnant or you're not pregnant, right? You're not kind of pregnant. You're not in between. It don't work like that. You either are or you aren't, right? Your setup's either there or it isn't.
Yep. And by following those set of rules and variables and setups, you're able to do the same thing over and over again, right? If you have something that works, you shouldn't change it. So this allows you to do the same things over and over again, and to just rinse and repeat.
A very simple, duplicatable process.
Yeah.
And look, in the wait sometimes, are you going to get candles to just fly without you? Of course. So if this guy flies right here right now, I mean, shucks, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Playbook wouldn't let me in today. Playbook didn't let me in at that point. So that's the other thing you got to be okay with. A lot of people are like, no, they wait for that candle to close and then they'll take a buy. I missed the move, and then they'll take a buy and they'll be like, doink, right back down. They'll be like, damn it, I blew my account. Right? Happens all the time. Happened all the time to me. Believe it or not, I would wake up for New York session. I'd look at this move in London and I'd get pissed off. I'd be pissed already. Before I even look at the charts to analyze my lovely New York session, I'd be mad that I missed the London session move, as if like I had to be in that. It's either you're male or female. There is no in between. That's true.
That's facts.
Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, that actually makes sense.
That works better.
Would you look at that?
But what if you're... Well, what if you're non-binary?
No such thing.
No in between.
How much is a clubhouse? There's multiple clubhouse access. You got to go to timedeattrading.com and then you can check it out there. All All right, 9 a.m. here, so NQ should get ripping around 9:30. What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all telling me NQ's ready? Huh? Talk to me, chat. Talk to me. Talk to me. Call the move. Call the signal. What we doing? What we doing? I'll take it on a practice account. Where? The quantum computers. Yeah, there may be a position here. There may be a move, but my move has not yet come. All right, I know what I'm looking for. I need a closure above 19397 or 19408, whatever it is. Yeah, I want to take advantage of all that clean range above here. If it runs without me, it runs without me. If it waits, I'll be executing. Do we trade all 3 sessions live in a private group? We do. Yeah, that's what the clubhouse is. So anytime you hear us talk about the clubhouse, that's what we're talking about. Yo, what up, Michael? What's goody? What if you happen to have the range, the ground, I'm not sure what the ground is, and the setup, but the bias not in your favor? Then what I'll do is I'll wait for a range 2 breakout. So let's say there was all that clean traffic, there was volume, you had a playbook set up or whatever, but the playbook set up, so if the 4-hour and the daily were both bearish, looking like this, right, and then this is what the candle kind of looked like, I would wait for a break and retest. So I wouldn't take the buy off the original breakout here. I'd let it move up, retest, and then I'd maybe look for buys here to go back up. Just to be sure, right? Because we could pop up, break the highs there, and then this whole candle can start to drive back down, right? And then that would just equal like a fake out up here. So anytime I'm going against both the daily and the 4-hour, I'm going to wait for a break and retest, or I'm just going to simply wait for a fake out, right? Like a bullish closure. Because look, whenever there's a fake out, it's never going to look like there's a fake out, right? It's always going to be clean range to the left. It's always going to look really good. It's just most of the time you're going to be going against a higher time frame. So I'll wait for that, and if the range down here is clean, then I'll start selling, with that higher time frame bias in mind. If not, then I'll just, let it go back in the range and wait for a fresh breakout to the downside or something. Let's rent a treehouse. I'm down. That sounds phenomenal.
I'm so with that.
TK's got some great ideas. You know that?
Facts, bro. Rent a treehouse and rob the markets. I'm with it.
Or this. We could do that.
That doesn't look bad either.
I don't know if that counts as a treehouse, but we could also go glamping. You down to go glamping? Anna can't go camping. She has to go glamping. So we gotta do it like luxury camping.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the camping either. Oh, you don't want a nice big spider hanging out on your shoulder while you wake up? I work too hard to pretend to be broke.
Okay on that.
That's actually pretty fun. I pretend to be broke every day. Almost every day I leave the house, I look homeless. It's a phenomenal way. For years and years and years, I dressed up in button-ups and suits and nice shirts and nice pants and belts and shoes and all that. And nowadays, I just be looking like I'm homeless out there. Ground camping this weekend? Oh, nice. Let's get it. A lot of poor people look rich. A lot of rich people look... Yeah. Well, Adam Sandler vibes. Nobody knows nothing. I'm not a big like clothing guy. I'm really not. You know, I got the stuff though. You know, I got all the stuff that you guys like. I just very rarely wear it. I got the swag that you guys like. I got it. I don't flaunt it though, you know. I go out and don't even take a picture. From Argentina. Oh, let's go. Watching the trader streams in Spanish. You know, maybe TT is going to bring some flavor to the Spanish community here pretty soon. Maybe God will send us one of the most amazing Spanish-speaking day traders.
We need that.
We'll pray for them. The plan's to be rich, not look rich. Facts.
True.
Still gonna pick up a Ferrari though in the spring. You know what I'm saying? I got to, man. I got to.
Facts.
It's my time. You know what I mean? Am I a student of Raja Banks? I am. Yeah. 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 Shout out to Raja. If there's any one person I'd say to go look at, it would probably be him. Other than that, I really wouldn't point you guys in the direction of any other traders. Especially when, I mean, you know, to learn mindset mentality, of course, but to learn technicals and strategy and all that, I think he's the only guy I would say take a look at. Need to lease the Porsche. Yeah, Porsches are very nice too. I like Porsche. Hello from Thailand. Yo, what's up, John? How are you, man? Raja's car collection's getting crazy. I know it is. Happy for that dude, man. I remember when he was just hanging out, live streaming, giving out a ton of free value in his Canada home. I'm in this trade, took an impulse entry on the break of the highs, the previous 15 with 10 lots, secure almost 15. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, if we get a closure in 4 minutes, I'll look to join the party with you. What up, Clay Wait? How do I join your community? Just go to timedtrading.com. timedtrading.com. You can go check out the clubhouse. I'm going to open up 2 or 3 elite spots here as well sometime over the next couple days. We've had some elites kind of finish up here. Super proud of these guys and girls, and yes, ready for the next batch. Oregon to New York. New York. How many lots will I take on this trade? Probably 3. 3 contracts. So like $30 a pip. North Korea in the house. Batman. How are you, my friend? Hello from Indonesia. What's up, Ari? We're worldwide these days. We're worldwide. Oh, China. China in the house. Do we do a trial period? No, this is basically your trial period right here. Yeah, imagine this on steroids for every single session. Am I a member of MFU? I am. I've been a member of MFU since 2020. I got it all, baby. I got it all. Yeah, so Raja's really the guy that kind of directed me in the trading space, really helped me out, understand technicals, volume, session times, how to trade pairs, ranges, candlestick anatomy, how to read candles, how to correlate the higher time frames, all that good stuff. Yeah, so I'm a part of market fluidity. As y'all can see, these all got check marks. I do all my homework. I've watched every video that Raja's ever put out, pretty much. Dominion, yeah, I used to use Dominion Markets back when he was serving U.S. clients, but they're no longer doing that, so. It was all a big blessing anyway, because I now moved over to futures, and I'm much more comfortable trading futures and all that. Someone said I call cap. Yeah, Martin, I'm not that guy, you know. I'm not that guy. Well, I figured this all out on my own. Yeah, I believe mentorship is the key. That's the key. If you want to speed your success up, you need a mentor, right? Even just a live stream acts as a mentor, you know what I mean? So if you can get a personal mentor, I mean, that'd be amazing. I didn't really have access to Raja like that back then, you know, to be able to holler at him and talk to him and, you know, be able to ask him, you know, good questions like every day. So I used his content to mentor me, you know? Some of y'all want to jump on a phone call with me on Discord. Like, what are you going to ask me? Like, what are you possibly going to ask me that you can't ask me right here? You know? Like,
Facts.
I never needed Raja to hop on a phone call, right? I just learned from his content until I was able to really kind of make a little bit of a name for myself, or, you know, I didn't really get to talk to him at all.
No closure above.
All right, let's take a look at NQ.
No entry.
Wow, both NQ and Goldie, no closures here.
That is dirty. All right, bet 9:30 is the move then.
Yeah, 9:30 it is. 30-minute closure
Bet.
above, 15-minute celery, or actually 15-minute, yeah, kind of like a celery. So gotta wait on the 30 now.
But I prefer 9:30 anyways.
Yeah, me too. I'm personally more comfortable in futures, slam dunk. I like the futures market a little bit better. I don't think there's much of a difference, but yeah, I just like, no. You know, it's like no spreads, not that much slippage or anything like that. Like spreads and all that, you gotta literally account for that every single trade when you're trading on, you know, forex or forex broker. So. Even Alexander the Great had a mentor. What up, Dan? How are you, bro? Yeah, do I take trades before the 10 a.m. red folder? If we start creeping too close, so if we can get an execution around 9:30, then I'm open to take the trade. If it's pushing and pushing and pushing towards like 9:50, you know what I mean, then I'll have to wait. What pair do we trade? Gold. Gold and Nasdaq. Both candles close without... Both candles close below the resistance here. So we're going to have to wait on 9:30 here for everything.
This is where patience comes into play again.
This is an opportunity to practice patience.
Yes, it is. The more you practice patience, the more the habit of you being patient will be developed.
My chart is different from Moanda because I'm using the GC futures chart, so it might be a little off. might be a little bit off. I would stick with your chart, and if you get the closures above on your chart, then do it. But whatever chart you normally operate on, I would always, you know, analyze and do all off of that one. Okay, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. In like 2 minutes.
Yeah. What do I like more about futures and forex? I like no spread, no slippage. I like that there's regulation. I like that all the gentlemen traders are in the futures market. Yeah, I like that it's real market data. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. You know, there wasn't really a main difference beside those things, you know, within the environments, but, you know, it's still all the same thing. You know, I trade the same exact way when I was trading Forex as I do now in futures. I mean, charts are charts, right? But, yeah, those things are really the main difference for me. Maybe gold's waiting for news. If we get this breakout, though, we know breakouts will bring in some volume. You know, you times that with 930 volume, and that brings in a lot of volume. Yeah, I personally wouldn't like the fake outs back in the range to take sells, just because I don't want to trade in that range. You know, that's a choppy range to me. So I would look at that as a no trade range. But above that, you know, we got clean candles, and below supports, we got clean candles. So yeah, anything outside of the range I like. So I wouldn't personally take the fake outs, the sells back in the range. Do I trade GJ? Yes, I used to trade GJ. I don't trade GJ anymore, but I used to trade GJ. Traded GJ for like 2.5 years, 3 years. GJ was cool. You have to pay a monthly maintenance fee for futures. So yeah, if you have like a personal account with futures and a futures broker, then yeah, you know, the broker is gonna most likely make you pay for some for the data, but that will be a small fee, you know, like $10, $15, small fee. So it's not bad. Why no spread? Because there's fees. So you just pay a fee, like a commission. So I'd rather personally pay a small fee than to get slipped, to get my entry slipped. The way I trade, I'm a scalper. I'm in and out of positions, so I like to get my entry point. You know, I like to get my exact entry point. So if that gets slipped, I'm like, I would rather pay a little fee than to get slipped, you know, as a scalper. Which broker do I use? I use Trade08. Yes, sir, Daniel. This is why we wait for candles to close above, right? That's why we wait for candles to close outside of the range before we take any buys, because damn, if we would have took buys now, we'd be in drawdown. Yeah, so W for being disciplined to the playbook setup. Yeah, you know, I think I pay about the same, $12 a month for the data. WG Wayne, way to avoid that unnecessary loss by waiting for candles to close. That is true, B-Dub. I rarely get slipped though with Top Step, but that could also be because like it's simulated markets. But yeah, it's very rare though. Yeah, I hate slippage too, Frank. How long did it take me to be profitable? About like 2 years. like consistent profitable. About like 2 years, you know. But hey, everyone's process is a bit different, so don't expect your process to be 2 years. You know, you could be like 6 months. Yeah, everyone's process is a bit different in trading. Remember, trading is like a you versus you game, so really just focus on you. And you know, the quicker you do what's required, the quicker you're gonna get the results. You know, like I started getting good results when I started actually doing what was required of me to get those results. So the quicker you do what's required of you, the quicker you're gonna get those results. You know, you only prolong the process by getting in your own way. So just do what's required, you know, keep it simple. Just follow the plan, follow the formula, and then you'll get there, you know. But everyone's process is a bit different.
Wow, you see, Kingston? That's why we wait for candles to close, buddy.
Let them know.
See that? I need you to understand this. I need you to understand this early. Alright? You saying hi? Ah, glad we didn't take an impulse entry there. I'm assuming a lot of people got in buys. It's very quiet right now.
The plan and the system doesn't only guide us, but it protects us from stuff like this. So it's important that you follow it because it's a safeguard for you.
Kingston was trying to say what's up. Did we come in at a bad time? Backman's belly's full. Yeah. Omar with the shorts. Let's get it.
Kingston.
He's starting to talk. He's starting to say hi and bye and
Picking up.
I should have called that and then be like, no, I'm just kidding. It's April Fool's. Come on, guys. Come on. Messing up my microphone here, buddy. Damn, so what's stop price here? Let's take a look.
Maybe that resistance.
How's that 4 hour? Yeah, 4 hour right back down now. So yeah, 4 hour resistance getting tapped. Plus, you know, like I was mentioning, this area over here, it's been a bit of a problem. As the mafia would say, that area has been a bit of a problem.
Honestly, bro, it's the typical first day of the month vibe.
Yeah, it's true.
Green check. As Green would say, typical. Facts. Shout out to the plan for guiding us here and protecting us from ourselves. Let's go. Great example on why we wait for playbook setups here.
Perfect time for NQ. You got 930 coming. So we should get a crazy little move here. If we can get like a 900 million pip bottom wick, then on the flip of the candle, I like the bullish. Maybe something like this. And then entry on the break of the highs. Sounds What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
Typical 930. Bring Lele. Lele's up, so
Get her in here.
get her in here. She's eating some blueberries. Slippage is basically when price moves too fast and it doesn't fill you, right? So you gotta get your order filled, right? That's the whole order filled, right? So it doesn't fill you at your entry, it fills you at the first place, basically price grabbed, right? Where it finally caught traction. So sometimes that could be like up here or something. So then you'll deal with like this slippage right here. And you'll still get that on futures from time to time, but nothing like forex.
Yeah.
Look at this, NQ down 2. NQ down 2. We might come up though here now with 930. So I like NQ breaking lows and then coming up and maybe breaking highs here. Yeah, maybe we'll get this 1 hour lower wick now. Goldie, Goldie. Sheesh.
I was gonna say damn a no trade day, but then I remembered London.
Yep. First day of the month though, so we got to keep it clean over here today.
Bro, what the hell, gold?
All right, here's 930. So let's see what happens here. Let's head back over to NQ.
Yes,
Yeah, let's see what NQ does here at 930. If we can get that big like exhaustion wick to the downside and then close back above here on the 15, I think that's going to be a good trade. We should start to get a lot of volume to pick up here. So
Here, see how this news is gonna come out.
yeah, we got news coming in too. Dum, dum, dum. So look, this is the tough part about trading is like you can have been like 2 minutes away from having a really good setup and then all of a sudden that setup just completely falls out from under. And most traders can't catch up. They can't like not take a trade now because they were so ready to go ahead and execute a trade that once it all falls apart, they're like, all right, well, anything will do now. Right, so that's one of the toughest battles of the trader. So remember, you gotta stay composed. You gotta stick to the rules. Don't let the market kind of, toss your emotion around like that.
Yeah. Sir, it's the habit.
Prepare to be liberated. Yeah, 15 closures back above though. Look solid, eh, Magnus? Something like this. Right? Maybe we don't get the 900 million tick wick, but maybe we get something like that. Right? That would make total sense.
Yo, Magnus, I guess it isn't a discounted entry anymore. Nah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, Pitbull, next best setup. If it's not the best, why rush it, A no trade day is always better than a red day.
Yep. And the issue now happens like buyers get in here, get stopped out down here. Then they go, you know what? I knew it was a sell. So they get in on the break of the low there, and now they're tapped in here. And this is the horror story of trading within a non-tradable range. Is this you deal with all this for no reason, right? And then all of a sudden the picture perfect entry shows up and you can't participate anymore because you're already down X amount of dollars, right? So by the time the perfect trade comes up, you know, you almost can't even partake in it anymore at that point. So don't settle for less than, right? Just think about it. You getting hustled by a car salesman. You ever see people, they leave the car dealership, they go, I don't even know how I got this car. Yeah, you got hustled, G. Right? The market's going to try and hustle you all day. You got to stand on business. You got to be a master negotiator. Do I have Instagram? I do. Yeah, let me show you guys. Go over to my IG, go to my story, and if you did get a payout, go post the amount that you've gotten payouts. So this is my Instagram for anyone who wants to come give me a follow. Videos are usually up pretty often. We got a lot of story updates, but pretty active on IG. Goldie closed above again now. Now you got a nice trade here. Because now you got all the liquidity that's been grabbed, right? And then a closure above should point us up.
I seen the new golf posts looking good.
Don't trust NQ here, gang. Wait for this candle to close. How many sellers are in? How many buyers are in at this point? It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Yeah, but that's my Instagram. You guys could come follow me here. Yeah, we got a lot of good content up here. A lot of good content when it comes to some of the trades we take in and all that good stuff. Would you believe I hung out one-on-one with Luke Belmar, eh? Well, not one-on-one, more like one-on-four, kind of. Me and just about 4 people just hanging out, shooting the breeze till like 2 o'clock in the morning one night. Miami Nights. But yeah, if you go through my page, you'll see a lot of content here. From all the way back to before I was a day trader. It's been a while.
Yeah, bro.
Been doing this for quite some time here. I used to have long hair. Yeah. A lot of good book recommendations too, if you guys are into reading. Look at this.
Baby Layla.
Look at this. What was I talking about here? Can anyone make sense of that picture?
Looks complicated.
Anyone?
Oh, I know it.
I still have no idea what Luke Belmar does. He presses R1, R2, L1, R2, left down, right up, left down, right up.
He glitches the matrix.
Oh my God, who got in buys here? Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Praying for y'all. Is that the mac and cheese receipt? Chris remembers. Oh, look at this. Dynamic and static risk. You see, that's one thing about me. I learn things, I go teach them. That's why I'm excited to go link up with Mr. V and some of the crew so I can go spend some time there and bring it all back to you guys. Yeah, look at this. Candle trends. Oh, what do you know? Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. This must be a range. Breakout. Okay. Yeah, makes total sense. So when was this? This picture was 182 weeks ago. Some of you guys weren't even born 182 weeks ago. No, I'm just kidding. This is 182 weeks ago, gang. This is how long I've been talking about this stuff. What else? Anything else good? Yeah, whatever. A lot of good books, though. I would highly recommend checking out some of these books. I think you get a lot out of them. But anyway, that's my Instagram page.
Let's check out the golf post.
Oh yeah, we need a little golf. Hold on. Where's the volume?
Hey.
All right, no volume. Yup, me and heavy hitter traders. You know what I mean? I'm just.
Yes, sir.
Okay, green MG.
Oh.
Sebastian looking like a millionaire. Looking like a millionaire out there. See me, I'm just looking like a bum, you know. Sebastian out there looking like he done made $4 million last year. I'm just out here looking like I'm trying to make some money. Just trying to make some money, you know what I mean? Questioning Joe. Joe said, I'm going to show up to the New York session on Monday. I said, are you? Hey, anyone know anything about golf? How's the stance, eh? How's the hands? How's the hands, eh?
That's pretty good, bro.
Most lefties wear their glove on this hand. I'd choose to be different. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Yeah, there's Johnny Gems. All right, it was a good time.
That's Joe's walk when. That's Joe's walk when he hit a good shot.
Got to rush over there to it. Anyone see that? How's the swing, boys? Talk to me.
Bro, look how beautiful the course is, though. Damn. Yo, C Melly, any tips on the swing? What's up, C Melly?
Could be better. It always could be better. More wrist hinge, eh? Yeah.
Yo, facts, bro. Glad to see George got to join us.
As accurate as the RSI. Oh my god. All right, forgive me. I'm a new golfer. Eye on the ball, Nick. Eye on the ball.
Looks like you're about to hit that left.
Eyes on that ball. Eyes on the ball.
Looks like the ball's about to go like to the left. You're about to slice it.
You know, golf is pretty interesting because you actually like have to do it in your brain, in your mind first. So really the ball gets there due to your mind power. Isn't that wild? Like how does one look, aim, shoot, and just pop it right there?
He sliced it. Yeah, facts, Conrad.
So we expected this at 9:30. COVID happened 250 weeks ago? Yeah, that's wild. Trading with Dan,
Yo.
Thank you. My scribble scrabble.
Bag this facts, bro. This dude Green was looking like the Hulk in these picks, bro. Crazy.
And that one pick, Green's just like, yo, where's the nearest gym? And the nearest bacon, egg, and cheese. Right? Where's the pics of Norbin? Norbin was with us too, by the way. And I think there was someone else missing from the pictures. Yeah. Norbin. I should have put a picture of just Norbin in the post.
I knew we were missing Norbin there.
What we were really missing, boys, was the Miller Lights. All right, where's the Miller Lights, kids? Now, the real question, though, where was C. Melly during that golf event? That's the big question, outside of the Millers.
Thanks, bro. I was disappointed on that one.
Where was C. Melly? I got one question. Where's the Miller Lights? No, seriously, guys. There's Norbin. I should have put that pic.
Hey.
What am I doing? I think I'm dancing
Yeah,
to
weird, bro. What
I
you
need
doing?
peace. I need love. Sorry, guys. I'm just over there dancing.
He's doing the money dance.
W pick, Norbin. Hey, send that to me on Discord if you can, so I can save it. I was doing Aaron's money dance. Facts.
Aaron, what's good, Aaron?
All right, man. NQ is all over the place. All over the place. I like the buys though. If we can get a closure above now, looks really good. Same thing with gold. If gold closes right at resistance though here with 1 minute left, that's crazy.
It might. We got that 10 a.m. red folder news coming out. I'm curious to see how that's gonna that's gonna do.
That's probably the big hold up here.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm not expecting anything too crazy. I mean, maybe just bringing some volume.
Are they just gonna try and keep those ranges until news? I think so. I think so.
Looks like it. This is why we need to look at some Instagram posts, man. Like, I can't keep looking at these charts in the range.
Trade Zella
I'm gonna go
reposted
crazy.
me. Shout out to Trade
Copy.
Zella. Reposted this playbook reel that I did. Big Trade Zella. This was our last TT meetup too. We did a meetup in October.
How about that?
There's Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah. Aaron. Yeah, we had a lot of people
Austin.
come. We had like 30 people come here. Yeah.
That was such a fun night.
Facts.
Can't wait to run it back.
Yes, sir. We'll be back. We'll be back. July. I think we're going to run it back in July. For anyone who wants to pull up. Austin Silver made a little guest appearance there, too. Any of you guys know Austin Silver from ASFX?
It's cool.
All right, Goldie. 9:45. We're closing below. 30-minute candle still open.
Yeah, that was in Tampa, Yanel. Or Yanel. Yeah, it was a Tampa meetup.
Tampa, yeah,
It was like beautiful out. That's during that time too. That was like mid-October. It was gorgeous. Yeah, bro. Weather was perfect, right, Aaron? Facts. Yeah, Aaron, bro, right? I remember that. The devil is a liar. The
Facts.
devil, yeah, bro, I remember that. You gotta be there.
TradeZella? Yeah, TradeZella is a trading journal. Yep, it's like a trading journal software. How often do you have live sessions? Every day, Monday through Friday.
24/7.
Yeah, if you go to yeah, actually we do Monday through Friday, Asian, London, pre-New York, and New York sesh. I was watching this 2024 Masters. Scotty Scheffler here. Big moment. But yeah, so we do them every single New York session. Yeah, every now and then we miss. I think I said this the other day, but I probably missed 6 days in the past 3 years. So every day we live stream. Yeah, every day. Yeah, you guys could go check out some of these videos here too. A lot of education in these videos, especially like the monthly reviews and playbook videos and things like that. This was our meetup video from the last event. You guys go check that out too. There's a little vlog, little vloggy, little 8 minutes. Just passed my funded account. Let's go. No cap, we play. Let's get it.
Hey,
Plays
congrats.
to win, baby.
Let's go.
Next time, make sure meetup place is wheelchair friendly. Absolutely. I think the last place was wheelchair friendly, definitely. Yeah. Might even do it at the same place.
Thank you.
That place was lit.
Yeah. I enjoyed that place. A lot of good food there too. Me and C Melly grubbed on some fire cheeseburgers, right, C Melly? Yeah, that spot was really good.
All right, news coming in here. You had green numbers come out on this one here at 9:45, so we'll see how the red folders come in here. Are you a funded trader or do you trade on your live account? I'm a funded trader. Yeah, what do you do for a living? I'm a funded trader. Yeah, I mean, I do both. You know, I got live accounts. I got a bunch of funded accounts. I do a little bit of both. Haven't really paid much attention to my cash account this year, though.
Yo, prop firm's been like more fun to trade, honestly. Anyways.
Yeah. Want a disclosure above? Let me see. Is this NQ? Looks like Nasdaq, right? Yeah, I was actually looking. If you guys see me, I little peeped the 1 minute there, and it actually did look really good off of this candle. But yeah, here comes the news in about 10 minutes here. How many minutes after news do I usually wait? If the playbook setup is there, like let's say we close above here, right? And all of a sudden, news comes out and we just start coming down, making this lower wick. If it's like a couple minutes and we're moving our way back up, sometimes I'll keep a buy stop right there to execute on the buys. Sometimes I'll wait for the 15-minute closure. Just depends. PF trader equals professional funded trader. I like that. I like that. On 15, thou shalt. I'm gonna put funded trader on my Tinder. He said, bro, when you're funded, you don't need Tinder anymore. Gold digger connected with Top Step. Nah, you don't. Why not using XAU USD chart? Just because I trade off right off of this one, so I wouldn't want to use one that I'm not actually trading off of. I don't have legs. So I got, yeah, man, you can, that place is more than wheelchair friendly. March monthly video. Yeah, we're going to do the March monthly review video here today. So I got that on my notes, my task here for today. So I probably won't be playing golf here today, but Tea Time Tuesday ain't Tuesday in here. No girl can manipulate me like Nas has. Elijah. Nas don't play, man. Nas don't play. Did NQ reach the top of that range or what? Oh, no, not yet. Do I have 5 XFAs? I only have 4 now. Yeah, I blew one up in London, as I was telling you guys earlier. RIP. Yeah, I just took a payout on it too on Friday, but I had taken 3 or 4 payouts on that account already, so I'm not too mad at it. Yeah, I only had like 1,300 in drawdown, so I used it in London and it got hit. It got hit. Honestly, that one was with me since December also. So I was a little salty on that one, but it's all good. I think that one made me about $6,000 I pulled from that account. So I don't really mind it too much. I'm going to go back and just get another one. Golf is rich people sport? Well, we rich, baby. We rich. What do you expect? Rich people gonna be rich. Just found my new hobby on the weekend. Fishing squid. Wow. I bet you fishing squid is a lot like fishing for pips. What's in peace and love? Oh, that song? Yeah. That song is
I Need Peace. I think
probably
that's
gonna
the
pop
name
up
of it.
right here.
I Need Peace, Caleb Gordon.
A2000 EST.
This one?
OCOEE.
This one?
Yeah. Hey.
You gotta do the money dance. You gotta do the Trump dance for this one.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace.
Don't worry, I'll play more at the end of the stream.
I need everything that's coming from above.
I'll play it more. It's called, what's it called? It's called I Need Peace. I Need Peace. I would let it play, but they'll probably take my stream down if I play it towards in the middle of it and all that. How much time it took me to pass phase 1? 3 days. Yeah, my last few combines, I've passed them in probably 2 or 3 trades. Because in futures, you don't have to do a phase 2 or anything. All you have to abide by is with Top Step is the 50% consistency rule. So what I'll typically do is on my combine, I will sit, I will wait, and I will only execute on the best setup that comes about. And what I'll do is I'll throw 10 lots on it. Yeah, and I'll shoot for 30 pips. I get my 30 pips. That'll be 3,000. So the most you can make is 50% of your target, which in my case on a 100K account is 6,000. So I'll usually make 3K on a trade. And then I'll look for another really good setup. I'll wait. I'll even wait, as long as I have to for it. And then go again with 10 lots and shoot for 30 pips. And then boom, pass it. So I've done that. I've shown you guys how I've done that too in the basically all year. Yeah, to build up all my XFAs, I've done that. I know it's maybe not the most recommended thing to do. I also, on the side, I have a budgeted amount on how much combines I'm willing to, how much money I'm willing to spend on some combines too. So, you know, I stay within my budget. Fortunately for me, I've been pretty on point when it comes to those combine trades. So I haven't blown too much. Yeah, I don't waste time on combines anymore at all. At all.
Facts, bro.
All right, well, here comes our news. Gold's at the top of the range here. Let's see where NQ stands. Let's split the screen here. What's this? What's this?
One minute.
Let's put Goldie over here. Both have clean range to move up. I'll tell you that. Profit split, for your first 10K, it's 100% yours, and then after that first 10K, it's a 90-10 profit split. Do we go to the gym every day? Pretty much. I would say 4 to 5 days a week for my physical performance, and 7 days a week for my mental performance. Sometimes you just gotta go to the gym. Oh wow, look at that. Closed back below the range. I'm not touching this. Whoa.
Damn, gold.
Gold, Nasdaq, you can go if you want. Goldie, yeah, we're being held up here, man. So news could splash us out of here for sure, but there's still no entry for me, unfortunately. NQ, I ain't touching that. I wouldn't touch that with your account. You thought that song was Drake? I know, right? It sounds like Drake a little. I have a question. I just paid for a 50K. When I allow to play for 50K when it taps target 2,000? Yeah, so I think the 50K, your drawdown is 2K, and your profit target is 3K. So you gotta make 3K without losing 2K. And you got a 50% consistency rule, which basically states that if your profit target is 3,000, then in one single day, you can only make 50% of that. So one day would equal 1,500. So you can only make 1,500 per day, max. All right, how we do here? Red numbers here on the dollar. Sheesh.
Red numbers, yeah.
Red numbers, not crazy off though from what they expected. So yeah, we'll see. Red numbers. If we can get a lower wick and close above, I like gold buys here. Might have to take this into the clubhouse though if we don't get activated within the next like 50, or if we don't get anything within the next like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, facts, bro. More waiting.
When do you deem the move is too overextended? Anytime you're like a good distance away from the range, right? So like, or the nearest support. So like, if you have support sitting down here, right? If we just get all bullish candles to move up and you never get any sort of a support or anything, then like something like this, like I wouldn't be that comfortable taking it off of this trade right here, because our nearest support is way down here. So I will let that buy go, right? The only way I would take buys now is if you pulled back. So if you get like a pullback, right, and come down and create a new support, now we're taking a trade close to the support and close to the range in which it left. So that would make a much better trade there. Wow, yeah, Nasdaq all over the place here.
What's the plans today, Nick?
Plans today, gotta go back to the other crib, clean a little bit more out. Got a bunch of stuff we're donating, so gotta get that
Nice.
to where it needs to go. And yeah, I don't think we'll play golf today, right?
No, we're not.
No golf today. You see how
Right.
sad we sound?
Yeah, bro, I was bummed out.
Yeah,
Either
maybe we'll
later
hit the
this
range. Maybe we'll hit the range.
Yeah. I'm down to hit the range, or we could do later this week or next week, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Are we banned from the course? No. I talked to Bill, guys. I talked to Bill. He handled everything. He took care of it all. We're welcome back.
Oh yeah, duh.
Bill knows about it all.
Shout out, Bill.
Hey, you guys ever hang out and you just with a bunch of friends, you just hysterically start laughing? Bro, later that night we were in my garage hanging out and we just started. Because Bill's a nobody. All right, let's just put it that way, right? Bill works there on Tuesdays and Tuesdays only. And I was telling everyone, wait till I talk to Bill and stuff like that. So then eventually I told him that Bill kind of isn't really anyone over there, because I kind of made it seem like Bill was like the owner. Every little thing that went wrong, I'm like, I'll be talking to Bill about this. And then I told everyone, Bill's just a average guy that works there on Tuesdays who's about 300 pounds overweight and really doesn't do much. And they were just, we were dying.
It's hilarious.
They thought Bill was the CEO of the whole company. He actually holds
talked to
no
Bill.
weight.
I know.
Oh, he holds a lot of weight, but no weight in terms of the actual
Bill hates
golf course.
Tuesdays because he has to work, so we're like talking to him on Tuesdays too. He like hates Tuesdays.
I'm like, so Bill, how often you work here? He's like, that's it, Tuesday. The days that you guys come. We're like, oh, gotcha. My guy said he shoots under 100. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
Is he a $10 bill or a $100 bill? He's a $100 bill. I think we're all $100 bills. We're all children of the Most High God. He's a secret billionaire? Yeah, he might be the millionaire next door. Well, my apologies here to bore you guys a little bit today with these choppy markets. I thought April 1st we were going to come out swinging here, but stay tuned. There'll be a lot of trading to come.
We may still get some here.
We might.
I ain't leaving until I get it.
Must take a trade today.
I've been looking at the chart since London.
I'm getting bored though. Who's got questions? Anyone's got any good questions? Anyone need help with
I am
anything?
getting bored too.
Anyone need help with anything whatsoever? I'd love to see how I can serve you here today. This guy's a billionaire. Who? Joshua Woods? Let's go.
Facts.
Let's go. He just sounds like a billionaire. Like Tiger Woods, he ain't got nothing on Joshua. Oh, welcome, Sam. Welcome, my man. W. Yeah, if you guys aren't sub to the channel, if you took anything away from today's session, sub to the channel. We're here every day, pouring our hearts out a little bit, waiting for trades, so it's a good time. Who did I learn trading from? I learned a lot from Raja Banks. So he's probably the most popular name you know of. You can look him up on YouTube. He's also, or he was, a live streamer. And I learned most of my stuff from him. Yeah, there was also another kid. His name was Don. He live streamed from like 2020 up until I think he might still live stream. I'm not too sure if Don's still live streaming, but yeah. So him and Raja kind of helped me look at the markets, and then I basically tied it all in for myself. Let's see here. How do you predict a fake out? Is there any way? So someone used to tell me that there's no way to predict a fake out, right? But I disagreed with that. So can we avoid every fake out? Probably not. But one of the ways I figured out how to avoid a fake out is, let's say price is ranging, right? Because when you're gonna get a fake out, it's gonna come from a breakout, right? And a breakout only happens when price is ranging. So if price is ranging, right, I would think early on I got buys above here, right, and sells below here, and that would work, right? But then there would be times where I would get faked out, right? I would get a candle to close and I go, okay, cool, the candle closed below, we have a breakout. So that means I take a sell on the next candle, right? And let's just say you got all this clean range to the left hand side. But what would happen is price would enter me in and then come back in the range, right? And at that point I had gotten faked out, right? And then all of a sudden we move above and we just start pushing bullish, right? So I'll think, well, why does that happen? So throughout my extensive research and sample sizing and collecting data and all that, I began to realize that anytime, or most of the times that I got faked out on some sort of a breakout, was typically when I was going against the higher time frame. Meaning, if the 4-hour candle was bullish like this, right? Let me draw this a little bit better. Bam. When I took a sell right here, right? Let's say I took a sell here. Boom, break of the lows, stops were kept back in the range, right? TP like that. So I would take that sell there off of a breakout because I thought, hey, closure below, sell. You know, you got clean traffic to the left, you got volume. The only thing was I was going against the higher time frame. And when I took that sell on the, let's say, 15-30 minute, on the 4-hour, what it looked like was me taking that sell like right here. Right here. Somewhere right there. So what was happening is you were getting price to move down, right? So let's say, let me just draw a few more candles here. Let's just say, boom. Let me use this. Bam. So this range here that we're talking about, right? What happened is the 4-hour candle closed. So let's say the previous 4-hour candle, it closed right there, right? So now the new one has to come down and create a wick. So what would happen is you would get like these two candles right here, or I should say like these 3 candles, 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, to go out and make this lower wick. So just when you see a breakout here, you go ahead and take a sell, or that's what I would do, right? But I was becoming the liquidity for price to get grabbed and for this 4-hour candle to start moving up. So can you avoid all fake outs? Absolutely not, right? I still get faked out to this day. But can you avoid most of them by using that concept? I think so. I think so. That's typically why now I say, yeah, don't do that. You know, it's probably going to fake out here, and it does. And you think I'm some sort of genius, but I'm not. I just looking at the higher time frame and noticing, hey, we're going against that higher time frame. It's probably not our best interest to take a sell there, right? So that's pretty much the best way that I've found to avoid any sort of fake outs with this type of approach in the markets. What's the benefit of a future prop firm? Just, yeah, you can use someone else's capital pretty much. Patience. Patience is required for all good things, right? All good things take time. So that includes good trades, good monthly results, good relationships, good friendships. You know, that includes everything, right? Patience is a virtue, they say. Cooking, right? You don't bake a cake and it says, well, keep it in here for 35 minutes. You don't take it out at 12 minutes, do you? All right, it's not done yet. You got to keep that thing in, man. Some of y'all are cooking. You're in the crock pot right now. You're trying to jump out, man. You got to marinate in there for a little bit. Don't worry. You'll be out.
I'll rush it.
I'm having issues with over trading. Well, when I was having issues with over trading, here's what I did. I said I'm going to stick to 1 to 2 trades a day. That's it. If you do this, if you can commit to this right here as an over trader for 2 weeks, commit to this for 2 weeks, come back and show me, and I have a gift for you. I've got a gift for you in 2 weeks. Who was that? Who asked that question? Elvis.
Your trading will be amazing.
Elvis, stick to that for 2 weeks. 1 to 2 trades a day max. And then come to me in 2 weeks and I got something for you.
If you only take 1 to 2 trades a day, it's going to be impossible for you to overtrade. So you automatically overcome overtrading by following that. That's the cure.
Goldie. I'm actually going to do a video on YouTube about the importance of 1 to 2 trades a day for a new trader.
Yeah, guys.
Talk about discipline. Discipline is required for anything you're trying to achieve in life. I don't even like to use the word discipline. I'd rather use the term self-regulation. Right? A lot of times people associate the word discipline with something that they don't want to do. I would say, can you regulate self? Can you control self? Because a lot of people know what to do, they just don't do it, or they do the opposite, right? So you got to control it. You know, most people make decisions based off of their emotions, and they don't make decisions based off of logic, right? So discipline will keep you logical and away from emotion. Yeah, the importance of discipline is, especially in trading, you know, you need it. You need it in trading because the market's job is to sway you, it's to confuse you, it's to get you to jump, right? So discipline is necessary for trading if you're gonna, you know, hunt in these markets long term. How much back testing do you recommend to learn in the beginning? Not much, not much. I would say more so live test. I haven't done any back testing in actually a couple years now. I do all sample sizing. I like to watch the markets live. I don't feel like, I mean, you know, there was a time where I did commit some time every day to back testing, but I don't even know how much that really helped me compared to what I've learned just forward testing and showing up to the markets every day without any sort of absence. The best book you can read on the charts is right here in front of us. So everyone wants to read, you know, the forex mindset, thinking all these other ones, trading in the zone, and all those are good. But the best book you're going to be able to read is every day. Show up to your session and study what's happening. By the way, if you do that, you'll notice that the best trades typically come at the same time every day. Gold breaking support. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Sheesh. The devil has control over you. You should read Outwitting the Devil. Highly recommend that. And the New Testament. NQ dumping is trying to dump here. Let's take a look at that 4 hour. Breaking the lows, filling the wick. 1 hour moving downtown. 30 closure in 11 minutes. Yeah, so these buys were a little bit before, right? That's big meltdown, so that's why we're looking for buys, but not as much anymore. Yeah, we were looking for buys, but that's when this candle was, that was before this candle showed up, right? And that 4 hour was kind of bullish, getting ready to flip. Or I'm sorry, 4 hour here. Was in a buy on the previous 5 minute candle. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the 5 minute. The 5 minute's a little bit of a weaker. You got to really be dialed in. If you want to go down to the lower time frames, you gotta be dialed in to what's happening here on the 30 minute and 1 hour.
And chat, what's the plan for y'all today? You guys doing anything fun? Range day here. We've been in this range since London sesh. Or after London session, we've just been in the same range. Nice gym. In the gym, dub. That's what's up, W. Chin.
Sheesh. And Q.
Why would I say a sell stop wouldn't be valid on the 15 minute? Are we talking about gold? Because there's a support to the left hand side, like a couple pips away. So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here.
I
don't see anything too much. Maybe NQ in a little bit, but Goldie's chalked from what I can see. NQ 30 closures ain't bad in a little bit.
15, that wasn't bad on the 15.
15, did we close below? Oh, we did close below on the 15. Oh,
Wasn't even looking.
Yeah, that's split screen. But yeah, I'll wait for the 30 closure here. Yeah, I'll probably call it a day though. We'll come back tomorrow. Gold is just chopping around, same range. I mean, look at all this. This is the hourly time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For the last 9 hours, we've been chopping around here, so I shall not get influenced today. No crying, just bad trading.
All right, bet. W day, W patience, bro. I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Cool.
All right, bet. Peace out,
See you
chat.
later.
Peace out, Nick. Have a good day. God bless you all.
Later.
Peace.
Clubhouse, I will stick around. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit, see if we could do anything with NQ in a little while. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day here. It was a good day. Can I get the phone number of Andrew Tate? Yeah, why not? Why not? Got 4.9 profit in phase 1. Should I aim for 1%? Just keep doing what you're doing, JM. Whatever got you 4.94%, I will keep doing that. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with anything. All right, cool. Hey, any last minute questions, comments, concerns? I'll be back tomorrow a little bit before NY Open. This was a good day. I really want to hunt something down here today, but we just had a lot of consolidation on gold. Pretty much a bunch of consolidation on NQ. We just finally broke out there, so, and that may not even be valid, right? So nothing there for me today. I'm just gonna call it, you know, and come back tomorrow in Asian session with a good look on the markets. Which prop firm do I recommend? I would say TopOne for forex, Top Step for futures. Yeah. Yep. So cool. All right, gang. Well, I hope you guys have a blessed day. If you guys are new here today, come back tomorrow. We'll be on all week. It should be a pretty eventful week going on here. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Yeah, if you're not in the clubhouse and you guys want to join, type !clubhouse in the chat or go to timetoeattrading.com and come lock it in and come get to work with us in the clubhouse. All right, until tomorrow, I will see you guys. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Enjoy it. And over and out, my friends. Later, Gators. Lego. Peace, G's. Later. Oh, yeah. One more thing. Be great, champs. Peace.
Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God. Let me go catch my red eye.
KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate body in this political.